Well, what is interesting, the dynamic that I think is interesting here, what I noticed with the under-21s too, is that often these players allow their parents to have the conversation for them. So one of the biggest rules I have from the start is, you're talking to me, I'm your coach. So if you need to solve things or you have questions, you ask me the question and not your parents. So I've always done this in Holland too. You're the athlete, I'm the coach. That is the primary relationship. And if you can't come to practice because you're sick, you can still send me a text or you can call me. If not, sure, your parents can do that, but we have the conversation. If you have exams, we can have the conversation. Your parents are not going to school, are they? So kind of putting the responsibility on the players and say, look, this is the first relations. And then the second layer is the parents. And I always say, look, I am welcome to talk to you all the time, but I'm talking to the player first. And if there is a need, like I have a very young athlete on the women's national team now who's 17 years old. So yes, I talk to her, but she's my primary line of communication. And I don't need my trainer to talk to her parents. I said, you talk to the player first, then to the parents. And I talk to the parents. I went to their house and talked to them, but the player's there and the player is key. So I think doing that, because then you create I say that gap in who's supposed to do what. You know, it's the same with travel or some issues. Players are perfectly capable to do a lot of things themselves. With the under-21s, we have a self-funded program. So I said, yeah, you're on your own for accommodation. They can figure themselves out. We don't have to do that for them. But if you start managing a lot, yeah, then they defer to that. So I put a lot on the athlete and their own responsibilities.